Is America really losing its hold on global power? In 2025, signs point to growing uncertainty, from slumping reputation to rising rivals. But is the U.S. decline a crisis or just the new multipolar reality? Let's unpack some of the facts. First, soft power, shrinking influence and reputation. Polls show a sharp perception decline. The Democracy Perception Index reveals that 55% of countries now view the U.S. negatively, while 76 out of 96 countries have net favorable views of China. The Global Soft Power Index still ranks the U.S. first overall, but its reputation score fell to 15th place. Meanwhile, a May 2025 Pew poll found that 52% of Americans believe U.S. global influence is weakening. Only 22% felt it's strengthening. Second, hard power, still strong, but shifting. The U.S. maintains the world's largest military budget, spending nearly $1 trillion in 2024, accounting for 37% of global military spending. But forecasts show U.S. share of global GDP dropping from 29% to 23% over the next 2 decades, while China's will triple to over 16%. Global trade is becoming more multipolar. For example, in Africa, the U.S. is no longer the top trading partner for any country. Third, economic strains and dollars waning dominance. Foreign investment into the U.S. dropped 19% in early 2025, with the EU and Japan leading the pullback. U.S. debt has ballooned past $34.6 trillion, with June 2025 alone showing a $1.38 trillion deficit. Debt service costs now consume nearly 14% of federal spending. Steps toward de-dollarization are growing. Countries are reducing reliance on the U.S. dollar, seeking alternatives to systems like SWIFT. Fourth, erosion of global trust and multilateral retreat. Under the renewed Trump administration, major soft power erosion continues. Cuts to cultural diplomacy, withdrawal from the UN Human Rights Council, and disengagement from multilateral forums. A Pew Global Attitude Survey. May 2025 reveals only 34% globally now view the U.S. as a force for good, down from 52% in early 2021. Traditional allies are hedging. Europe seeks autonomy, while middle powers, Brazil, India, Saudi Arabia, pursue multi-alignment strategies. Fifth, China's momentum and multipolar shift. China's Made in China 2025 strategy has largely succeeded. Global leadership in sectors like EVs, solar panels, high-speed rail, and drones. Meanwhile, the Shanghai Cooperation Organization Summit in 2025 showcased unity among global South powers, Xi, Modi, and Putin, demonstrating a bloc-oriented counterweight to Western influence. U.S.-China tech resource ties highlight mutual dependence. The U.S. eased AI chip restrictions so as not to disrupt rare earth imports, while investing in domestic rare earth projects. Sixth, is the U.S. really declining? Or is it just adjusting? Some argue this isn't a collapse, but a shift toward multipolar balance. The U.S. still dominates in military might, innovation, and institutional infrastructure. As long as the dollar remains dominant and American institutions retain credibility, structural strength endures. At last conclusion, so, is the U.S. losing its grip on global power? Not entirely, but its unchallenged dominance is fading. What we're seeing is a structural shift toward a more multipolar world, where influence is more contested and diplomacy is harder earned. What do you think? Is the U.S. on the decline or just finding a new place in the global order? Drop your take in the comments below, and let's get the conversation going.